Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Di's Shorts. And I'm going to do the Full of Charm and it's the June 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So if you don't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you definitely should give it a shot. Try it for a couple months and if you don't like it, you can always cancel or suspend your subscription. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome. So during the video premiere, I'm in the chat room with my friends, so head on over there, and you can ask me questions, you can just comment, you can chit-chat with each other. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment down below, and then I can reach out to you because YouTube will let me know. So we're going to have fun today with the Full of Charm. So close your eyes just for a second while I get my camera adjusted. So this is the Full of Charm. So this is what we're going to make. And I'm just going to do one of each cards, but it does make 9 cards. And then this is all the instructions. Now I did pop out all my pieces just to save a little bit of time today. You also get in the kit, they always put this little artwork thing because the paper pumpkins don't come in the clear box, right? Like all our other stamp sets come with the little clear case. So they have given you this so that you can buy these on my store. They come in a 4-pack and you can, put one in each box if you want, or you can just keep them. You can trim that down and then you can keep the stamp set with it, and you can maybe put a few in one container. But this is what this is for, just so you know what goes with each, what is in that stamp set. All right, now I have already melted them. What else comes with it is we have our pretty peacock spot, and you know me, I use my Big Mama pad. And then we got some bling. Now you get it's all the way, like I did some ahead of time, so I knew a little more how I was doing it. So it does have all the other pieces. And you have some glue dots, and you have some dimensionals. So I usually just use, my dimensionals that I have, on my desk. And if I use the glue dots, I use ones from my box. And then we have the tear tape, because these are like all-inclusive kits. The very first time that you get a paper pumpkin, it will come with a block. And then you just use that same block, all the time. I have a lot of blocks, so I usually get my stamp set mounted so that I'm ready to go. Like I don't have to worry about, cleaning it, putting it off, whatever. But I like that they do give you that block the first time. All right, so I have already popped out all my pieces. So you have some circles, some diamonds, some little tags, and then here are, your card bases, this gorgeous watercolor flower, some diamond kind of shapes. You've got these little jibber jobbers. I don't know what those are, like Morse code or something. And then you have all your flower pieces that you'll pop out. Now, like I said, I already popped those out just to save a little time today, because this is supposed to be a Di's Shorts, right? All right, although I think the last couple weeks they've been a little Di's long pants because they've been a little longer. So I want to make this one not be too bad today. All right, so I have already pulled out my little pieces that are going to go on this card. So we'll just give it a score. And it's got these really pretty gold flecks on there, little splatteries. And then this is going to go on here like that. Now, they have me using the glue dots to put this on there, but I'm just going to use my green tip glue because I think that's a little easier to put it on with that than to put glue dots on this delicate flower. So if you have, you know, green tip glue at home, you could use that. And if you have crafted for any length of time, I think everybody has at least one bottle of green tip glue. And we just, well, it's actually Tombow, right? But I just call it green tip glue. All right. And then this is just going to lay on here. Like that. And it looks so cool. You can see that flower back there. It reminds me almost like stained glass. So just give it a little pressure till it dries. So while that's drying, we'll stamp our saying. And this is to a wonderful friend. I need to bring this a little closer to my eyeballs. Okay. So to a wonderful friend. And then this paper is a little bit different than our cardstock, right? That's in the kits. So I want to let that dry a tad before I mess with it too much. So while that's drying, I'm going to take my little blings and my pick tool, and I'm going to put some of these cute little gold sequins around the card. So 1, 2, and 3. So that should be dry by now. And then I'm going to put this on with some dimensionals. And since it's long and skinny, I'm actually going to cut from the side off of my dimensionals here and put that on. So it's just going to have a little bit more dimensional on the back. Might as well use those up, right? And then it comes with really cute little envelopes too. All right, so this is just gonna go right on here. So this is a pretty quick kit. Like, it won't take you any length of time to make these cards. And then here are the fun little envelopes. So they've got kind of this, I don't even know what to call that, lines, but I'm sure they're geometric. It's probably like considered geometric or something. All right, so there's the first one. Really cute and quick. All right, and then the next card. So this is the geometric one that matches the envelopes. But all the envelopes are the same. All right, now this one, and you know what I did forget to do with this one? And all my haste to get it done in time and not be so long, I forgot to stamp. All right, so we have our little leaf. And I'm supposed to put a leaf, 2 leaves up there, and 1 leaf down there. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have this one here. Now this one uses one of the other stamps. And we're going to stamp these leaves up here and down here. So what's nice about the paper pumpkin kits is you get a stamp set. Like, you can really get your stamp set supply or whatever, library, can really grow with, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, because you're getting like, you know, a stamp set each month. All right, so again, you would use the tear tape that it comes with, but I'm just using my green tip glue, or you could use your seal. Okay, and then this just lays right over here, and then you can see those two peeking out that we stamped. And then you have this really cute little pretty peacock leaf, and we're going to put that on there too. So I'm just going to kind of have a little bit of an angle so it sticks out a tad. And I loved this because when I first popped this off, I thought, well, that's a weird looking square, right? It's kind of angly, but it's actually a diamond. I love diamonds. But it is so cute to stamp on that shape, because I don't know if I've ever done a diamond little shape to stamp on. I mean, I'm sure I have in all my years as a demonstrator, but it's been a while. But I just love that little angle to it. And then we have a little flower that's going to go with it as well. All right, let's make sure that's dry. If I'm not sure, then I try not to drag it around my desk too much. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is not going anywhere. Okay. And then it goes right, see this little, you know, diamond there? You're just going to put it right there so it follows along that. And then you have this little flower. So I'm just going to take a dimensional and lay it beside my diamond. And then I'm just going to plop that flower right on it. Then we have bling again, so we're going to put 3 on here. 1, 2, and 3. So there's that one. And then it has its little envelope as well. And then we have one more. And this might be my favorite because I love these pink flowers. So we have this pattern. All right. Now this one we are stamping with this leaf. It is stamped up here like this, and then it's stamped down here like that. So I'll let that dry because it does have that foil on there, so I want to make sure that the ink is really, really dry where it touches that foil. So while that's drying, I will stamp my little Miss You on the little circle. So we have Miss You. This reminds me of a little paper plate because it even has like little lines around it. I don't know if the camera will pick up those little lines. See the little lines around the edge? Doesn't that remind you of like a paper plate? All right. So let's bring this over. And again, they have you putting this on with tear tape, but I'm just going to use my green tip glue, or you could use your seal. And then it just goes off to this side here. And you can tell I was off a little bit with my stamping. I can see the whatchamacallit there. But not to worry, because we have this. And I'm going to put that there. All right. So this goes on there. So I just didn't angle them right. I should have looked at the directions again, because the directions does show you, but I was like just flying by the seat of my pants. All right, so I'm going to put that here, which will cover up that little stick, so you won't see that, not stick, but you know what I mean. All right, and then I will put my Miss You here. So this one will be a little bit different than the other one. So I'll put my Miss You. And my bling. So I'm going to take my bling, and I'm actually going to put a bling right there and cover that little tiny stick. There's no mistakes in stamping, only design changes. And then this one also has its little envelope. So these ones here I did ahead of time, just, you know, to kind of get an idea, so you can see, like, you know, I stamped this in better shape because you don't have that little thing sticking, but yet I wanted these to stick out further, so I should have just angled them, you know, a little bit different. And then here's this one with that. Doesn't that remind you of stained glass? It really does me. And then we have this one here with, I love that diamond shape. So I have to do 3 more and I will have that kit done. All right, so let me say, see you later, alligator. So this is a cute kit, really quick, because sometimes you just want to make some cards, have them on hand so that you can pull from them when you need them. So that's why I like the paper pumpkin kits. We have some coming up because Halloween will be coming up. So sometimes when we have Halloween, we will get 3D things. Like sometimes there's bags and things like that for the trick-or-treaters. So not always cards. Sometimes it does change. So anyways, all right. So I'm going to stop blabbing. I will see you Monday for my Mimeograph Monday with a Twist. That will be at 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you then. All right. Bye for now.